My name is Kevin Sholey, and I'm with Vac-Tron Equipment, and we're sitting inside the cab of an HTV 873 PTO truck. I'm just going to show you a couple of things here, and this is going to be a short training video on how to operate the basics of the PTO. Right here, you have three switches. You're going to switch on your hydraulic pump, your work light if needed, and obviously the strobe light when you're pulling on the side of the road. And the only other thing you have to do other than that is reach down here and turn your PTO switch on. Now that we've stepped outside of the cab of the PTO truck, I just wanted to go over a couple of the basics on the outside. It comes standard with your storage package. Got plenty of room to put any tools, hard hats, vests, gloves, whatever you need in there. Right here we move around to our big red housing filtration system. While you're already on this side, whenever you get out of the truck, you're going to go ahead and put it up to vacuum, which is straight up, and that's going to engage the vacuum pressure, and you're going to have that suction. Now also, while we're over here, I wanted to show you, if you wanted to empty the tank, the filter, you basically would put it in pressure here, and you'd come up underneath here, and you pull this open, and that would release your baghouse filter to drain out any excess water, dirt, sand, anything that's been in there. So you would close that, put it back up into vacuum in order to use the vacuum. You've got your antifreeze tank here, your hydraulic fluid tank, very easily accessible. And then we'd move right along to taking off the wand here. This is one of your suction wands. Since we're already on this side of the truck, we're going to go ahead and take this off. Just lay it down like this. And now we're going to move around to the back side of the truck. While we're back here, we've got our 6-inch gate valve. This is for discharge of materials. You would open this just like that. Materials would come out here. You also have a 4-inch gate valve here. That's for the hose. When you take this hose off the back door, you can put that right there instead of using your boom. This has the 7 Series claw door, so that's going to secure that back door for you and give you adequate locking. Even if you lose hydraulics, you still have the locking mechanism in place. Here in just a second, I'm going to show you how the boom works as well. While we're on this side, you've got 50-foot, 3/8-inch high-pressure water hose. And I'm going to show you how to turn that on right here, actually. Whenever you're ready for operation, you're going to pull this out, this emergency stop, and that's going to engage your PTO. So right now your PTO is engaged. But you can also turn that off just by pushing that like that. Being on the curbside, it keeps it safer, and that's for stopping the equipment as quick as possible. While that's on, you can turn this on right here. That's your water pump. So that's going to turn your water on. Water will shoot out that if you don't have a wand on, but you always want to connect your wand, either your rotating wand here or your rinse down wand, depending on what you're doing, whether you're potholing or cleaning off the unit. You also have your buttons here for your tank operation. You can obviously lock, open, raise, lower, lock the back door, and close the door as well. This model comes with a wireless remote for the boom, but you've also got where you can plug it in here, which I'll show you as well here in just a second. This one has the side hose storage. It makes it real easy, so you don't have to keep taking that 30-foot hose off that back door. You can just lay it right along here around the back of the tank, and it fits very nice and is secure going down the road. Move along here to the antifreeze. Now it's in the water position, so that's going to take all the water out of your two 150-gallon water tanks, and of course put it back to your hose reel with a 50-foot, a 3/8-inch high-pressure hose. Now, if you did want to antifreeze the system, of course, you'd have the PTO on, you'd have the water on, and you'd switch this over to antifreeze, okay? And then you'd see the antifreeze run through your system, and it would come out the hose pink, and then you would know that your system is properly antifreezed. Now, if there's no water in the tank, there's a cutoff switch in here. If the water goes below a certain level, it's going to shut that water pump off, obviously, so it doesn't burn that pump up. So what you would do while that's in antifreeze, you'd push this up like this, and that's your antifreeze bypass. So that's going to allow your system to be antifreezed even with no water in your main holding tanks. If you had to rapidly drain your water tanks, you've got the water tank drain underneath here. That's going to allow you to drain that 300 gallons of water very, very quickly. You've got 4 and 6 foot suction wands. You've also got more storage here on this side. You've also got 2 ways to operate your boom. You've got your wireless, and you've got the tethered. Okay? So you can plug the tethered in right back here, and I'm going to show you how to work this boom here. Very simple controls. Now, to open this back tank, the back door, you're going to want to raise that boom. So that's why when we got out of the cab, took that hose and suction wand off the other side. So we're going to raise this boom up a little bit. Take it to the right. And that'll allow me to show you how the back door opens. So what you're going to do is come back here and hold unlock. And that's going to unlock that claw door, okay? And then you're going to hit open, and that's going to fully open this rear door here. Like that. Now, we have a locking mechanism up there. It's that red handle you see projecting out the side of the top of the tank there. That's going to keep it to where the back door is not able to come down unless you twist that to the left there where it says unlock, which I'm going to do now. And that will allow you to close the back door. Now, before I fully close that, I'm going to raise the tank. Now remember, even though if the door is shut, you still don't have suction, so you're going to hit lock, and that's going to bring in that claw door and secure that for you. So again, while the PTO button is on in the cab of the truck, all you have to do on this side, pull this out like this, it engages your PTO. PTO's running right now. Got the water here. This is the basic function of the 6-way hydraulic boom on the PTO truck. We're going to bring it back to the left, put it back in the cradle. for that. Up, down, and it'll also extend out. And retract in. And all you'll have to do is line it up, drop it back down in its place. And that's the basic functions of the HTV 873 PTO.